Never bought mussels this messy before. Usually they're alright. So let's see how we go. We'll get everything set up. We'll see. Big wood pigeon. So I think we'll do that first. We'll make sure the phone's not going to fall out of there. Right. Give me a moment, folks. We'll give us a moment here. All right. Jiggle jiggle. Hang on, everybody. Hang on. Hang on. We're going to get there. I'm going to work this out. Alright, cool. How's that? Alright, we good? I think we good. You have to bear with me a moment if anybody is there. Probably not already, but we're going to be doing a minute. Hang on. As Jay had me hooked on the, hey bro, how are you? I managed to get some mussels, bro. Got some mussels, but they're all bloody covered in all sorts of stuff, bro. So I've got to try to clean them up. Scrape them off a bit. Usually when I buy fresh mussels, bro, they've just been, they're usually pretty good already. I'm gonna got a bucket here. How am I gonna film this? How are we gonna do this? It works properly. Weird camera angle, I think. We'll try it. We'll see. Give me a sec. What up? The knife there will be. Get inside, son. Get your head in the window, you nosy bugger. Get your head in the window, mate. No, you're not putting your nose above it. Stay there. Stay. I just want to clean them up, but I'll do my best to try and scrape them off a bit, mate. Got some white wine as well, so I can enjoy a nice glass of wine with the missus. Oh, my chair's falling apart again. Hang on. There we go. We're good. We're good. I think we're good. Hang on. Alright, let's see if we can. This is like one of those the streams you see from India and stuff, right? People preparing fish at the market and that. We're doing a bit of that today. So we've got a big old bag of mussels here. Just got to clean them and scrape them all off, I guess. It's all covered in all kinds of little bits and bobs. So they said cold water and a knife and just give them a scrape. They should use the back of the knife, they reckon, to smash these off. But I seem to be pretty easy. Then Miss will be home from work in about an hour and a bit. So we'll start prepping these up, clean them up. They said don't remove the tongue bit here out of them until I'm ready to cook them, because you can kill them too early. So we'll leave that for the moment. And also they wanted to put salt in the water. They said if they float they're no good, but I'll test them if you open whatever. I'll figure it out. It's been a long time since I had mussels. I'll get them out of a container, but having them fresh, that's broken. That was no good. Tried to be pretty selective. There weren't too many left though, but see if we can just get. Hopefully I haven't got any more broken ones. I was broken. Come on. Oh, there we go. Clean them up a bit. I don't want all this stuff obviously through the. I'm going to cook them ideally. I also want to keep my fingers, you know. I'm not a fisherman. I'm not a professional. Try this at home, but I'm not a professional. Alright, Charlie. Air feed's on. Yeah, working on it. I mean, look at the amount on that, mate. I just don't want to break the shell in the process, that's all. It's blooming hard to hold them, mate. I'm not a professional. I'll lose a blooming finger. Yeah, how am I going to do this without losing a finger on all these? Pretty solid on there, eh? There we go. Cool. We'll work our way through. We've got a pretty decent bag of them. There weren't that many left, but I chose what I could that looked decent. Probably scrub them as well if I can. Once it was scrub them down with a bit as well. It's looking pretty good, mate. Just, you know, usually when I bought them out of a supermarket, they're usually straight pretty clean. But this place, nope. This particular mussel seems to want to float a bit, but it's not open. It's pretty safe, mate. Yeah, they're just all covered in bits and bobs, mate. So we'll just... Oh, yeah. Right. See if we can read the chat. Don't know how exciting this will be, mate. I just don't, you know me, I like my fingers. I'm sure there's professionals who do this far more efficiently. They say use the butt of the knife. It didn't seem to work on the first couple I tried. Oh, I might have zoomed it out again, eh? Where's the dry finger? Where's the dry finger? Getting there. How am I having them? I'm going to have them with some white wine and stuff, bro. I got some white wine, onions, garlic, some lemon. So we'll just clean them up and steam them up. Yeah, and throw some white wine in there. Yeah, mate. Been a long time since I've done fresh mussels, so just trying to clean them up so they come out all blooming scummy. The missus is at work, so I'm on house husband duties, make myself useful, you know, yes you do. Pretty blunt knife, to be honest, so. Look, my scummed perfect, I just want to get all the big crap off them, so we'll work our way through the bag. Another broken one. Thought I was pretty good at sifting through them, but apparently I'm not. Apparently I'm part blind. Alright, how we going? Wait till Jay comes in here if he appears. If he's on, he'll be like, oh, the bro did get himself some mussels. Come on. I don't even remember as a kid finding mussels like this, bro, where they're all coated in... Well, you mostly got cockles and pippies, but no, they weren't. Ah, come on. Oh, man. See? One blimmin' mussel. I'm going to go through all this blimmin'. Bristle and smash. There we go. Need a hard surface. So I guess I put them on the... I was reading up on how the companies do it, and they do it with a like a high pressure water jet, and I'm thinking, man, how much water pressure they got to blast those off without but they don't damage the shell and keep the mussel alive. That's quite interesting. I'm actually, my autism is curious as to how they do that. Keep it going. Don't know if we'll get any viewers on this kind of thing. I don't know if the other one will feed it. This title is Making Mussels for Dinner, mate. So here we get on. It's a lot of fat for one, you know, each mussel. Some of these, but that's all right, nothing like the work. Why does that one feel so light? I don't think there's a mussel in that one. It might be. It will be a small boy. And it's completely floating at the top, which says it's dead anyway. Alright. Getting my money's worth. As you can see, you know, the company didn't clean them very good. So we're going to scrape all of this off. Old New Zealand mussel. There we go. Yeah. A bit of a wash and a clean. And we'll, some white wine, lemon, got some onions, some garlic. Steam them up. For the dinner. Bit of kai. shout out to one of my viewers, Jay, who just kept going on about mussels for 2 days. He kept having fresh mussels and seafood chowder, and I was like, mate, I got to get it to the shops. As a kid, I used to go out. My grandmother lived up by a beach, and maybe once a month or two, we'd go up to grandma's, and then you could go out at low tide and get cockles and pippies and stuff, right? It was, steam them up and quite enjoyable. What else I used to do at grandma's? I used to assemble little model cars, like plastic model kits, and paint up little aeroplanes and stuff. Was another hobby at Granny's. Yeah, Charlie, see it? Just to get all the stuff stuck on them off, bro. You don't want it when you're cooking. It's gonna just mess with the flavour in that. And yeah, try and scrape all the stuff off, clean them up a bit. You don't want them too dirty. And it's also float testing them, bro. So you put them in the water, and if they're dead, like usually they'll be open. If they're dead, they'll be open a little. And what you can do is you tap them and just give them a tap. And if they close, they're sweet. If they don't close, they're dead. And it's just if they float, they're dead. It's like that one. That's a closed mussel that looks good, but if you put it in the water, it just floats. I don't know if you can see that. But yeah, she's just floating on the top, right? So like there's no muscle in there, so any broken ones and stuff like that, you just throw away. Yeah, they're pretty cheap, but I mean it's definitely a lot of work. Like it's $8 a kilo for these, and you're paying for the shell weight and all that, right? Versus a tub of mussels is $8. But got a reasonable bag of them there. Chip away at it. Ask me how much I eat. Monsters Inc. Yeah. Monsters Inc. again. Yeah, just scale them off a bit, get them a bit cleaned up, just before I steam them and that. Not that it really matters, you're eating what's inside it, but it's just, I want to get some of this crap off. And you do have to clean them up a bit and wash them, so. Got some reasonable size ones, but I didn't want to grab all the small ones that were in there. Just stuff like this stuck to them, right? Like I don't want to cook that and find out what's inside it if it, opens up in me dinner. So we'll, because I get like big long worm things. Like one of the ones in the tank had like a big long worm thing that's big about like they're harmless or whatever, but it's not what I'm eating for dinner. We'll clean off the other sea life. Another one there. Yummy, yummy. Yummy. Alright, come on, get off. They say you can use the back of the knife too, so. There we go. I said use the butt end of the knife. That's not a knife. This is a knife. Alright. Oh, come on, man. I just brought them home. I'm sure they were all intact when I put them in here, and apparently half of them, broken 3 or 4 on the way home. But I ain't going to play the game and try eat them. I'm not silly. My name's Millie, not silly. Yeah, do keep up the chat, guys. Talk about whatever. If you want to talk among yourselves, whatever. I'm just chilling. Just doing the, house husbandry duties. That feels light. That might float too. That floats too. Another dead one. I'm not in it. See, it popped up. Somebody's put up a video, something about animal cruelty. What on earth was that about? Where was that from? No, animal care. Okay, that's what it was about. Something like, hey, who would I be following that would have been bringing that up? There's a guy in New Zealand has a homestead. Been watching a bit of his channel. He's down the bottom of the South Island, South Canterbury, and he's just like got ponies and horses, and he kind of streams this time of day each day as he just does his homestead stuff, right? So he's just feeding horses and checking on their water and bringing all the animals in and stuff like that, right? Very cool. There's all sorts of different content around there. Another broken one. Why are half these broken? There you go, that one has one of the worm things on it. There you go. Big old worm bugger. That's why I'm cutting them off. I don't want to cook them and if things like that come out. Because they come out of the little, so no. And a whole heap of these are broken. They look better when I was getting them. That's alright. Just fish them out of a little box. You just, I'm not going to cook them with all that on them. It's a bit much. It's a bit strong. Apparently they brought in the law now to stop all the immigrants have been scraping them all off the, everything off the rocks. There's certain people have immigrated to this country and they've been down the rock pools, and it's kind of, if you're from New Zealand, right, or you've been in New Zealand a while, you know that, you don't scrape starfish and things off the rock pools, like little stuff on rock pools. We don't scrape that off and eat it, right? We catch fish, we farm these things and whatever, right? But like if it's on the rocks at the beach, you leave it, right? But people just were going out, clearing out every rock pool using stainless steel wire and stuff, piano wire, and just scraping everything off everything, every bit of starfish, every bit of anything. So the government's moved in to ban that, I believe. There's a step in the right direction, I mean, in some cultures, I understand that in their culture it might be normal that you just scrape and eat anything that comes out of the ocean, but, we have a bit of a different way here, I think. So, it's good. I want to keep New Zealand different to the rest of the world, I guess. Can scrape them off with it. Like if I wanted them to look real, like restaurant pretty, right, you'd scrape them off with some steel wool or something as well. Good way to go. It's alright for our purposes. For dinner for me and the missus, I'm not going to go full Gordon Ramsay on it. Just put a bit of water on them first. Fine. Pretty good on most of them. Most of them are pretty good. It's just some of them had some crap on them. And yeah, got some white wine. Got some white wine to go in with it, and some lime to throw in and stuff, so it should turn out alright, mate. I enjoy this though, right? It looks like a whole heap extra work, but I'm just sitting here like quite content, to be honest. Well, I don't know, I know I'm meant to be getting 1,000 viewers by now. Like, these guys sit there and chop up fish and stuff, right? And they get heaps of viewers and likes. Isn't this what's meant to make me famous? This isn't my usual content, by the way, guys. If you're new here, you can ask what the channel's about, but at the moment, just prepping a meal, mate. And getting some mussels cleaned up for dinner. My channel is more of a self-improvement channel. Focus on your own life channel, right? Not all the politics of the world and stuff like that. So this is what you can be doing with your time. And it's just, you could be woodworking like Depression Talks does, stuff like that, right? It's another good channel. Just focus on doing things you enjoy with your time in your life, right? That's quite enjoyable. But it's certainly better than focusing on all the world's problems you can't solve. Wind down at the end of the day. Clean off some mussels, fry them up, make something, create a meal for a partner and myself. There we go, there's another floating one. It looks pretty floaty. Might just have air stuck in it. We'll leave that one for a minute, we'll see what it does. It very much wants to seem to float at the top. So let's see, keep an eye on it. Oh, another like. Oh, I'm getting famous again, guys. Yeah, hit that like, please do. I just stream all sorts of stuff, guys, but yeah, it's just meant to be just we chill out and do a bit of whatever's going on. Have a good vibe about it, have a good chat. We had Jay turn up. Yeah, hey, Beantown, good to see you, bro. How are you, man? Yeah, looking much better. Yeah, feeling a lot better, bro. I definitely need to take that downtime, take care of myself, right? So it's good to take care of myself with the flu. Thank you for checking in, bro. Much appreciated. How are you going, Bean? What's going on, man? Just prepping some good old New Zealand green shell mussels for dinner. So we go. Just cleaning them up a bit. Don't want to just throw them in as they are. So yeah, usually they definitely come a lot cleaner than this, but that's alright. That's where I could get them today. So I haven't had them in years, bro, to be honest. Yeah, that one's floating. Yeah. The floating ones, I just want to be careful. They're not floating much, but there's a little fraction float to them. Maybe they'll let the air out, or maybe they'll burp themselves out. They're still alive, right? So still alive. So if they're already open, they're no good. Well, you don't know. Like if they're open a bit, if you tap them, like quite hard, if you tap them and they don't close, they're dead, right? If they do close, they're all right. And if they float, you're meant to put them in salty water for like 10 minutes. If they rise to the top, yeah, they're no good. Oh, yeah, bugger. I feel like one of those streams I see out of like India and Pakistan, right, where they're, oh come on, where they're you know, cutting up fish and that in bare feet with a big cleaver, you know, with bare feet. So no, I'm not quite that brave. I don't want to take my finger off either. Just get them from new. Well, yeah, I got them from a supermarket, bro, but they're just real rough, eh? Small town stock. But yeah, next time I go to a city or something, I'll pop into a bigger supermarket, get a big stock of, you know, hopefully some cleaner ones next time from a better supplier, but that's alright. We haven't got too many more to go, and then I'm gonna head inside and start prepping to steam them up and some wine and stuff in there, mate. It's a little bugger living off the side of him. I don't know what to do. Is that a cockle or a puppy or what? A little bugger. He's trying to eat him. He's trying to eat him. I'm trying to eat him, boys. No, that thing is definitely floating. I'm guessing it latched on and died as it got consumed by this. I want to eat your liver with some fava beans and a nice chianti. Nobody clip that. Clip it all you want. I do this kind of shit all the time. Yeah. But yeah, this is a lot more enjoyable to me than arguing on Facebook or something, right? That's what I talk about, you know, taking control of your life. And just, you know, this is why I like a quiet life in the country. Got some cicada sound, just hanging out. Just hanging out, mate. It's good. Oh, there we go. There's one that was floating, just sank. It opened itself up and decided to sink a bit. So it's definitely alive. Okay, cool. One more I'm waiting to see if it's breathed itself a little. I'm sorry, I've got to eat you guys. I know you're alive, but welcome to the world, mate. That's what you were farmed for. It's going to be eaten by somebody. You're already in the supermarket. You're fair game. Oh, come on. Get up there. Yep. Happy days. But they've got the beards on them, right? But you take those off right before you cook them. So I'll just leave the beards till last. Yeah, there's a couple in there that are floating, but the rest are alright. About 5 damaged ones. Which is a shame, you know. You pay for a blooming good product, right? And they sell you by the kilo, and then bloody half and broken dead. But I should have picked out some that weren't so broken, but I swear that many weren't broken when I was buying them. Took the time to fish through the bin of them. But it's just getting a little, I don't know if you'd call them mollusks. What do you call those? I don't know. Little things, little ocean things. Ocean man. No, it's a good, you know, especially if you've got kids or something as well, maybe not so much with a knife, but, you know, get kids to help you wash them up or whatever, I don't know, it's good. As I say, this is the kind of stuff I don't know, I always find something to do to fill my time instead of the internet. Hopefully I can get that off a bit. Yeah. I cut through myself on that one, might have done. Yep. Oh yeah, good job. Good job. I don't know if that one will smash off. It doesn't look like it wants to. There we go. Only cost me a cut on the finger. Bit of blood in the dish. Never hurt nobody. There we go. Had to happen sooner or later. There we go. Bit of blood. Bit of anybody squeamish. Anybody squeamish, run away. Or tune in and see if I do it again. I am pretty clumsy. Oh, it's got some sting to it. There we go. Bit of seawater, bit of salt in there. It'll seal up the wound, mate. We're good. Like, I've only cut myself once so far with the big knife. It's alright. Checking for pearls inside them. Nah, mate. Just cleaning up these mussels, bro. Get the just get the stuff off the shells. That's all, and then we'll steam them up. Well, I've done myself a mischief there. Trying to be a hero. Ah, well. I made a harder stuff than that, mate. Nothing like a good bit of human meat to add to the dish, right? Adds a bit of extra flavour. People who run the world seem to you know, they like a bit of that. So I'm actually making a special dish for world leaders right now. Hey, get back here, you little bugger. Get back here. I'm trying to do this a bit more carefully on these bigger ones because that last one did bite me. Oh, get off there. Yeah, I'm trying too hard not to slice my damn finger again, eh? Ooh, I just broke the shell, no? There you go. All good, happy days. Hit that like if it's good entertainment watching some random New Zealander cut his finger open trying to bloom and prepare his dinner. Yeah, look, actual injury. Look, I injure myself, not intentionally, but apparently I injure myself for this YouTube stuff, right? If that's not worth a like, that I've literally cut my finger open prepping dinner to offer some entertainment because I'm half distracted, eh? You bloody, get back here. Get back here. I think I'm pretty happy with that, to be honest. Majority of it off there. Good to go. Right, we're getting through them. But as I said, I have blooming cut myself a wee bit there, but that's all right. Yeah, I could have just bought them in the jar, I know, but as I said, I could also be on Facebook worrying about all the world's problems and arguing with people about bullcrap. So yeah, I'll just sit here, look, nice cicada sound, mate. Prep dinner for the missus, and much nicer than living in the city, mate. I love it. It's the perks of sort of living this lifestyle out here, right? Take everything a bit slow, you know. Done a good bit of work today. Had a live earlier today. Did a collab with another creator I really get along with, which is Matt Noah. He creates good content as well. Matt Noah 1 is his at. And yeah, did a bit of work in that, and he went out and got some mussels for dinner at the wasn't even at the recommendation. The regular viewer Jay, who's here every stream, he's got to be the top fan of the channel, to be honest. He kept saying he had mussels to eat all the time, and I was like, mate, you're making me jealous. I need some mussels, bro. So I decided to go and buy some. I've acquired my own. So there we go. We're good to go. At least I didn't hit the thumb with a hammer. Oh, yeah. Done that a few times. Everything has risk, right? Like I ride motorcycles and stuff as well, right? Everything has risk. But there we go. Oh, it's not too bad a boo-boo. You're not leaking too bad. We're all right. We're all right. But yeah, if that's worth a like, you know, how often do you see somebody, you know, accidentally injure themselves on live? You know, it's a good deal. I'm pretty clumsy with ADHD, so if you tune in more often, you'll see me stumble over and accidentally trip over the dog. Not. I'm not trying to trip over the dog. I accidentally trip over the dog. Just that. Are we tracking? We're good. You understand? My humour probably isn't for everyone, but that's all right. You know, if it makes you laugh, mate. If you enjoy just chilling for a minute, you know, I'll just try not to injure myself again. There's still a couple of them floating, but they do like when they're alive, you know, they do open up and then they sink because they breathe, and I'm keeping an eye on them, so we'll see what happens there. If they float for too long, you don't eat them. Ah, you bugger. Still haven't had Jay come in the door yet, eh? Even titled the stream, it was prepping mussels for dinner. After all his living comments about mussels for 2 days, I go and buy some. He doesn't tune in, laugh at me prepping them. As I said, it's a good thing I've only cut myself once so far, so get out of here. Just getting the scale off them. We'll go cook them shortly. Yep, but we'll get some, I'll leave them here just to see if there's a couple here floating, but they seem to want to breathe, so we'll just leave them. Alright. What was that? There's a couple floating at the top that I've got to keep an eye on. So that's all them done. The rest are broken or dead, so they float. They just immediately float. That one floats because it doesn't even have muscle inside it. It's very light. And if they're dead, they'll float because, you know. Yeah. Right. I'm going to leave those sitting here, guys, and I'm going to go and prepare everything else, and we'll be steaming them up before the missus gets home. I'm playing house husband today, so all good. Keep me busy. Something to do. Alright, so I'll leave that lot out there. I'll just wander in. Dogs are running around like maniacs in here. Oh, get on your beds. Come on your beds. You know, you're not having any of my mussels. You're not having any of my mussels. No, you're not having. Oh God, get away. Right. Oh, where can I set up here for? Where do we go? Where do we go, those of us who wander this wasteland, hey? Let's try and... I'll make it work. I'll make it work, chat. Hang on. How do I set this up to actually work here? Hang on. Hang on. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. This isn't usually a cooking show, alright? It's not usually a cooking show, alright? There we go. There we go. Yeah, oh, don't do that. Don't do that. Right, stay. Phone. Stay. Phone. No, stay. Oh no! It's all going wrong, chat. It's all going wrong. How about that? How about that? Oh, maybe. Have faith, chat. Have faith. Right, we're good. I think we're good. So cut up some onion and some lemon and stuff. We've got a bottle of Pinot Gris there. Bottle of Pinot Gris to go in the steamed mussels. Obviously, you know, I don't, as you guys know, I gave up alcohol, but you know, you do need it for cooking and stuff. I do have the odd drink occasionally, so maybe we get a little sip for me and the missus to sort of cheers to with dinner. That's probably about our lot. We're good. Right, left. So how's everybody going? Don't break the cell phone. Yeah, I'm pretty clumsy, mate. Yeah, in the NZ, mate. Yep. Yeah, I'll keep up with the chat as I can. I'm just, my brain's in trying to, like, I haven't done steamed mussels in a long time, man. Long time. I forgot I bought that today. All right, well, there's a bit of extra onions, lemons. My lemon tree's empty, unfortunately, so there's a couple of nice lemons. They look a bit too, you know, store fruit like this, or, you know, it looks a bit too suspiciously, you know, that's too nice a lemon. I don't trust it. It doesn't look like a homegrown lemon, mate. Let's cut some onion up first. Try not to dice my finger again. There you go. Look, you don't see much gore on YouTube. Oh, you can't probably see it too well. Look, there's blood. Oh, cut me finger. Already cut my finger. And I left the knife out there. Hang on. You dogs stay in. No, you stay there. If you think you're going to go out there and try and eat my mussels, you are mistaken. You know, as I say, you know, with cooking, right? It's like, you know, you want to eat something, you can either buy it as a takeaway for $20, or you can go and spend $50 on the ingredients to make it yourself. No, I've always enjoyed cooking as a bit of a solace, man. Ever since I sort of left home at 16, it's just a world of chaos and peace again. It's like sort of something, you know, under your own control, something you can create and. Yeah, maybe I should do it. That's one thing I haven't seen on live. It's just like I've considered doing it. It's just like literally a cooking show for, you know, people trying to cook on a budget and stuff, and just talk about meals and just, you know, student food and stuff, right? Stuff you can eat that you can actually get some nutrition in, and, you know, people leave home and need to learn how to cook, because nobody knows how to do jack shit anymore, apparently, right? I never knew how, like, when I left home, I didn't know how to do bloody anything, but, like, I had to learn. No, nothing will teach you how to learn in life like having no other choice, right? You got to eat. There we go. Right, onion. So I need to help it along with the sauce. I'm not too worried. Look at fucking Gordon Ramsay here, hey? Gordon flipping Ramsay. Oh, am I crying, or is somebody cutting onions in here? Oh man. But yeah, Look, a man, he was cooking. Yes, I do have a missus. For the trolls, no, I'm not gay. My missus is at work, and I'm being a good house husband. And I'm making a meal. We're making some... we're making some mussels. Steamed mussels. Steamed hams. Aurora Borealis. At this time of year. Located only in your kitchen, yes. Anybody knows that reference? 10 points to you. Ah! Big girls don't cry. Ah, shit. Ah! You guys see me with squinted eyes for days with the flu. Now I'm living onion myself. Yeah. Oh, that got me a like. There you go, like me in pain from blooming cutting onions. Somebody cutting onions in here or what, man? I don't think we need a second onion for that. I think that's going to be a bit strong if I put 2 onions in there. One onion cutting 1 onion's enough. It's upset me enough, guys. It's upset me enough cutting 1 blooming onion. Pop those up. Oh my god, get out of it. My eyes. My eyes. That's an old SpongeBob reference, right? My eyes. So what we're going to do in today's makeup tutorial is we're just going to pat that down there. No, we're just going to pat that down there. Give that a little white. Look up. Yep. Trying to poke ourselves in the eye with oniony fingers. Right. That needs to... Where would you... there. Right. Left. Trying to figure out when I put the lemon in. I mean, I might as well put the lemon in now, pretty much, right? Was the sticker extra good in the meal, or will it add extra flavour if I put the sticker in it? That glue tastes funny. Maybe it's only for sniffing. My eyes. That's what you get for cutting onions. Usually I cut onions underwater. See, that's what I get. Come on here. I think I'll probably just probably quarter up these lemons. Actually, you know what? Let's do them a bit finer. If I only need to put 1 lemon in, I might keep 1 lemon to actually squeeze some juice over it, all right? When we do our mussels. Sound good? I think it sounds good. Oh, mate. Oh, it's full on. Chop it down a bit. So we got some white wine, we got some onion, we got some lemon in there, we got some mussels, we got a Red Bull. Red Bull. What was it? What am I thinking that's from? Jim Carrey and Yes Man. Red Bull. I've never had Red Bull, and now I really like Red Bull. Does a Red Bull make you crash? That's about... No, I've never heard that about Red Bull. You want a Red Bull? Cut it wrong, bro. Hey, bro, you come, mate. Someday, my bro. Someday I need to hit up your way, and we need to have some kai, bro. But the bro knows his way around the seafood, eh? I'm just a simple white boy, mate. I need to learn more about prepping seafood and stuff. But I do all right. I haven't food poisoned myself yet, so it's always been good. Right. Do I leave that over there, or do I move the cooker here? I'll probably just move the cooker here. It'll work. Yeah. Right. That'll work. Cool. Hang on, chat. Oh, well then you're going to be all on there and... Oh, we'll work it out. Can we tuck the phone here? How's that? You guys sit in there, all right? You can be a bit crooked. Like we'll get a gangster lean on it. We'll get a gangster lean on it. Cool. All right, so I got some onion in there. Got some lemon in there. Whatever. I'm sure Wayne's going to tell me I'm doing it all wrong. Hey, Wayne. Hey. Find it. He's going to... Oh no, I've damn near put an effect on it. Oh, what have I done this time? What am I doing here? Because I'm going to need to put a lid on now. I've got to pop this phone up somehow. It's all going wrong. Oh no! I hit the mute. Alright, give me a second, guys. I'm just going to grab the mussels. Stay there, dog. Hang on. Stay in, dog. They're my muscles, so you can't have them. Just like when I do the workouts on here, mate. People got to earn their own muscles, alright? Got to earn your own muscles around here. Yeah. Clams! Yeah, steamed hams. That's what we call them in my traditional town. Steamed hams. Aurora Borealis, located only in your kitchen at this time of year. Yes. May I see it? No. Seymour, the house is on fire. No, mother, it's just the northern lights. I don't think it's going to be much of a meal with this many. There's a few of them are no good, so that's alright. We always got more food, or it's just something a bit different. Jay still hasn't appeared. The man who kept saying for 2 days, bro, I'm having mussels, made me think about having some mussels. Right? What happens? He's blooming not here. Go on your bed, dog. Right. Oh, now I've got to go below my blooming nose again. This damn flu. Still getting over it. Oh man. Right, now have I plugged everything in, or am I going to just be spazzy? Like, let me use my brain for a minute. I do have ADHD, so sometimes things can be a bit, you know, ADHD-ish. AKA I can't pay attention. Or I should pop that in there. Get in there. It's your home. Why won't you go in your home? What? And yeah, well, I guess we'll just chill for a bit while we cook them up, mate. I'm happy to we'll sit and chat. And... Right, so I've got the phone charger in there and I've got the light on. If I unplug the light, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. We're good. We're good, boys and girls. We've got a Red Bull. We've got some mussels going. This will be home. I don't want to put them on too early, that's all. They're not going to take that long to open. She's not home for about nearly an hour, so I don't know on that one. What should I do there? I don't know. Usually I'd leave them sit for a bit. What do you reckon, chat? What do you reckon, finding? If you're still here, bro, what's the verdict on that? They'll still obviously be very fresh. I don't want to cook them too early, though. Let's simmer away, sort of infuse the flavour, let them open up and soak it up, I guess. Does that sound good? Good? I'll do that. There we go. So we'll put some, I've got some 2025 Pinot Gris. We're going to pop in there. Okay, mate, that's probably about enough, is it? Or it should be. I suppose maybe I want a bit of water in there as well. out the wine. Pretty good idea. It doesn't all just evaporate like crazy. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Little bit is okay. Little bit is good. 3 years Dagestan. That cracked me up when somebody, said that yesterday. They're like, oh, because I've got the beard going on this. They're like, they're like, oh, hello, Khabib. I was like, yes, 3 years Dagestan. You'll fight the bear, you'll come. It was okay. I guess we'll pop that on. And we'll have a chat like usual, guys. Well, we've got nothing new. We're just sitting here waiting. Mate. So we'll see how everybody's going. What's going on, good people? Oh, I've caught the lemon. The lemon tried to roll away on me, but I've caught it. I've captured the lemon. Oh, right. Gordon Ramsay there, right? Yeah, that's it. Yeah, we live in the future, mate. I'm making your tomorrow's dinner, I suppose. So, yeah. We haven't got the trolls today. It's kind of refreshing, isn't it? Isn't it nice to have a nice peaceful... This is why I try and get them out pretty quick, guys, because isn't it nice to just have a good peaceful stream where we can communicate like humans without all the interruption? Oh, mate. Oh, mate. I only got one boo-boo on my finger for all that. Look, I've only got one woman. Thanks, dog. Are you coming to save me? Ah, careful. No, phone charger. Off. Off, dog. Off, dog. Off, dog. I don't need me finger licked, mate. I appreciate your concern, though, dog. I appreciate your intent. How's it going? How are we all going? So, yeah, at least we've got dinner on, so I don't know if I needed to water down that wine a bit. I think it'll be alright as is. About what temperature do I want now? I just don't want to evaporate the heck out of the wine, that's all. Should be alright. We'll see how we get on. Steam them up. Where am I based? New Zealand, bro. North of Auckland, bro. North of Auckland. What about yourself? Where are you from? I'm sorry, I may have missed some of the chat throughout this, guys. I do try to keep up. Hey, quiet dog. No, I got all the dead mussels and stuff out there. You ain't going out there right now. No, not happening, dog. Not happening, dog. No. So yeah, I'm just based north of Auckland in New Zealand. New Plymouth. Oh yeah, rad. Yeah, I just go as far as north of Auckland on here, bro. Yeah, it's interesting being a creator, the kind of contact you get from people. So yeah, it's a shame, bro. I'd rather be way more open on here. Who cares? But yeah, is what it is. What's going on down old New Plymouth today, mate? How's it going? What else is happening today? Oh, that's the other good news today is there was a guy reached out to me on Instagram about 3 months ago off a random comment I made on Instagram about motorbikes or something, mentioned, about New Zealand law or something to do with it. And he saw my post and he was like, oh, hey, like, I'm coming over to New Zealand to compete in the Ironman at Taupo. Like, are you able to give me some information about, like, where I stay, where I should travel to and stuff? I'm like, sure, bro, I'll help you out. Like, he'd never seen my channel or anything, right? It was just a random encounter with the guy from Chile. So he's, I hadn't heard from him for a couple of days, and then I see his story on Instagram just now, and it's, his plane taken off from Chile. I'm like, yo, like, 22 hours ago, and I'm like, message him, I'm like, hey, bro, are you in New Zealand now? And he replied a couple hours later, he's like, yeah, bro, just landed, like, awesome. I was like, sweet. So he's in Auckland at the moment, and he's just going to be, heading down for the Ironman in Taupo. So he's come all the way from Chile to basically do the Ironman and then do like a couple of weeks around the South Island in a camper van and stuff, and see some places around New Zealand and that. So that's real cool. Taranaki hardcore. Yeah, bro. Mean. Naughty North up here. As it goes. But yeah, like, it was just real cool to have. And he said to me, he's like, oh, do you want to catch up? Like, after my event, I'll be back in Auckland before I fly out. I'm like, yeah, bro. Like, so me and the missus will probably head down to the big city. Like a blimmin' townie. Go back to the city I grew up in. I left 15 years ago to not be a blimmin' city boy. But, I'm going to go, I said to him, we could probably just go get some Chinese hot pot, if anybody's had that. Good old hot pot. It's like an oil soup they bring out with spices and stuff in it. So you buy your soup first. It's like a big, like a wok of soup, like hot chilies and stuff, right? And oil that's like bubbling. and you have it on a gas hob in front of you, and then you order like pieces of chicken and beef and whatever, and you get like trays of ham and stuff, right? And you throw it and fry it yourself. Yeah. So hot pot is my jam. Hey, Bill, how are you, bro? How you go? Yeah, yep, yep. My partner's doing really well. She's sort of got a lot better from the flu a bit quicker than I did, so she's doing well. She's just at work, so I'm being a good boy making the steamed mussels for dinner. Oh, sorry, a couple of burps there from the Red Bull. Puppy, no, hey, no. If you think I'm going to let you outside to eat the dead mussels that I'm not cooking, that are still out there, no, not happening. You may see the doggies. They're just whining a bit at the moment, but I can show you the doggies. They do feature often on the channel, my friend. So this is Mr. Z, and this is Miss Heidi. Hello, Miss Heidi. She's a German Shepherd, and Z is a pit bull mix. Yes, I know, puppy. You come up here. Here, come up. Hey, come lie down up here. Stop your whining. Oh, it's looking a bit messy in here. It looks a lot messier on camera than it is in here. It looks pretty organised, but apparently not as a flash camera. Hey, you're not going to go get the dead mussels. I'm not eating them. I'm not going to have you eat them. From Goat Island. Isn't Goat Island down south, bro? Isn't Goat Island like way down... I don't even know where Goat Island is, bro. I thought it was like bottom of the South Island or something. I wasn't sure. Are you trying to find Charlie Kirk or something? Lightning Ridge. No, I haven't been there. Vendetta Avenger. What are the chances somebody with the name Vendetta Avenger would find my channel when my name is Venom Avenge? That's buzzy, bro. I like it. I like it, mate. It's a good name. It's a good name. You know what? It's a terrible name, and I'm mad I didn't think of it. Oh, not far from Matakana. Oh, yeah, well, yeah, Goat Island. Oh, no, probably Matakana's probably 3 hours, something like that. Yeah, well, there was some conspiracy about that, Bill, where everyone, like, with the Charlie Kirk thing, was that the guy who snuffed him or whatever had in his computer screen in the background saying about Goat Island and we'll see you at Valhalla. I don't know, some crap on a reel, bro. That's as far as my knowledge goes on that. I don't give a crap, so I don't know what's happening. I don't know, mate. Oh, we got 10 likes. It says 9 for me, but that usually means 10. We'll take the 10 likes. Yeah, we're just having a chat and making dinner for my partner, doing some steamed mussels with some white wine, some onion, and a bit of lemon in there. I haven't made steamed mussels in a very, very long time, so we'll see how we get on. I wasn't really sure how much water to add. I didn't want to evaporate all the wine out of it. I mean, you do want to evaporate the alcohol in that out, right? It's for flavour, not to get tipsy off. Here we go in there. How we going here, my little blimmin' sea friends? You opening yet? You open? Any of you open? You open for business today? How you come? You open for me early today? You take your time, actually. My lady, she not here for another hour maybe, so you take your time. You have a good day. Oh, all NZ lingo, yeah, all this NZ lingo. I don't know. Yeah, we were trying to, we were having a bit of that conversation on the collab stream earlier with Matt Noah, trying to work through some of the New Zealand slang, trying to explain what like chur means and stuff. That was quite funny. Quite funny, mate. Get out of it, dog. Stop trying to blimmin' eat everything, puppy. On your bed, mate. On your bed. Stop your whining and pacing around. Just go to bed. No. Has your brother just polished off all the water, I suppose? No, that's water. You're talking crap. Go lie down. You can come lie down up here if you want, but we're not playing silly games, dog. Stay in. No. Oh, gosh, puppy. Can you listen, dog? Heidi. Come here. You're not going out to have the mussels that I did. Come here. Come on, all the way around. Come here. Stay there. Stay there and just be normal. Be a dog. Chill out. Your dinner is later. Give them a little bit at night. I don't give them much at night, or they want to get up at 5 in the morning whining at me, so the bigger feeds in the morning. Yeah, I'm going to put some garlic through it a bit later. Like usually I cook through garlic really heavily if I'm doing like a macaroni cheese or something. I'll cook it through really early on. Um, but with steamed mussels, I want the garlic to be a bit more punchy. So I'll just again, it's only for aroma and stuff. So yeah, I will get some sort of shortly. Put a bit of garlic in there. Probably maybe I should have done that a bit earlier. You might have a good point there, actually, Bean. Maybe I should have done put it through earlier. It's just I didn't want it sticking. I didn't want the garlic sticking to the bottom with the with the onion and stuff. So we'll see how we get on. We'll see if I stuff that up. Yep. So how are you guys going? What's going on? What's going on with? I can only talk about myself so much on here, guys. What's going on with you guys? How are you all going? How's everybody going? Things going well? Anybody got some exciting news to share with the chat? You got a new pony? Um, you're a male and you found out you're not pregnant. Like what? Who's got something to talk about? I'm just waiting on dinner to cook, so we can talk about whatever. We can talk about goals, ambitions. We can talk about problems. We can talk about struggles. We can talk about good things happening. We just don't do the politics and stuff, right? Try and focus on building our own lives and just enjoying life. And yeah, quiet life in the country, mate. Bit of homesteading, mate. Bit of homesteading. Bit of dog. Here's a dog. See, dog. I'm quite content here, aren't you? All right. At least you stop blooming whining. At least if I pat you, you stop whining. So all you want is attention, eh? Just a little attention, goblin. Yeah, it's a bunny. See the bunny? I can make you look like a dick on the internet. Look, you look like a bunny. He's a good girl. You're very tolerant of my bullshit, eh, dog? You're very tolerant of me making you look like a bunny and things. There's another guy I started following called Jace. I can't remember the exact at of his channel. I know it's Jace and then some numbers after it. So I'll have to catch up with you guys on that. But he has a Malinois and he does does some live streams, like some of his stuff's workout streams, some of it he's playing with his Malinois and that. So it's real it's quite a cool channel to watch as well. Yeah, that Malinois has a lot of energy, man. Xena, Zeena is the name of the dog, I think. I think it's Xena like that, or it might be Zika. I think it's Xena. I'm having a brain fart, chat. I'm having a brain fart. I'm sorry. Yeah, just be and act like a dog. Just be a normal dog. Instead of a crazy lunatic. Just be a dog. Just be a normal dog. Like the ones in the brochures. I looked through. There were all these pictures of German Shepherds and they were sitting nicely for a photo. I watched videos and stuff and they were just like, these dogs are chill, like at home and like, they hang out. And this is what we like. This is the chill. This is what I'm meant to get. Not this. Yeah, it's annoying, isn't it? When you're just trying to relax and do something, just. Yeah, that's what I thought, dog. That's what I thought. Nah, she's getting there. She's just she turned 3 in so I think the end of January or early February. She turned 3 years old. So yeah, she's growing up. So she's sort of starting to settle down and not be so like ADHD crazy puppy. Some puppies do actually have ADHD, and that's sort of the determination with her is she's got ADHD like me. So trust me, of all the German Shepherd puppies I could have bought, of all the puppies I could have bought, me having ADHD, I picked the puppy with ADHD because I'm an idiot, or it's just meant to be. I couldn't tell you, man. I don't make the rules of the universe and dog selection. Personally, having hard times with alcohol cravings. Yeah, yeah, bro. I can relate. I can relate for sure. It's definitely difficult, bro, with alcohol cravings. Just pick up some new hobbies and stuff, bro. Like you want to fill things with activities, right? So do other things you enjoy that you feel are better for you than alcohol, bro. Um, that's what I'd lean into. And one thing that really helped me with giving up alcohol was just knowing that it didn't serve me, knowing that it was doing me harm, that it was making my life worse, and also understanding that it was poison to the body, right? It's a really bad way to poison your body. So I just always kept in mind, it's not a high, it's not like a positive drug or something. It's a poison, right? That when we feel happy and like unrestricted and stuff on alcohol and whatever, and um, what's the word I'm thinking of for that? You know what I mean? People get more flirty and whatever on alcohol, right? That's not like alcohol being a drug and giving you a high. That's your body trying to function on alcohol. So your body, the way the body processes alcohol is it has to convert it, and it converts it into a poison that shuts down your system. So your body's just trying to keep you alive, right? Yep, yep, JN. Yeah, that's another good option too. In moderation, right? In moderation. So for some people that can be harmful. Like for me personally, if I have too much of that, bro, I just like even if I overdo it, like just ever so slightly, trying to have small amounts, I can turn into a lazy blob watching Instagram. So that's why where I stay away from the broccoli. Stay away from the broccoli stuff, man. Just when I need to function. Sometimes, if I'm in the flow of working on something, I can have a bit to sort of keep me going. But it's just, if I get too much broccoli, smoke too much broccoli, it can be a bit of a problem. Yeah. So it made me too lazy. So I have to be really careful with that. But yeah. But yeah, you don't want to be trying to give up alcohol and sort of replacing it with one thing for another. You don't always want to replace it with another drug. So little hobbies are something good. Old projects you've been putting off. I'd suggest like maybe there's some little thing you'd been meaning to do, but with drinking and stuff you couldn't be bothered, or you were out doing whatever, and you're like, actually, I've always really wanted to do this, or like work at this, or finish this project or something, right? So while you're giving up the alcohol, tackle that project, and then you're going to have some evidence that, hey, well, I gave up alcohol, and this thing I hadn't done for years actually got done, and you've got evidence for your brain that what you're doing is working and progressing you, right? It's all about creating evidence for yourself and building systems and building habits and stuff, right? If that makes sense. Yep, yep. Definitely need moderation because of paranoia and stuff. Yeah, like most things. I won't say all things, but most things in moderation. Like it's like chocolate and energy drink. Like I've really laid off the energy drinks lately. But I've treated myself to one today. First one I've had in like a couple of weeks. So get a little Red Bull in. Dog. Yes, this is Miss Heidi. She features on the channel often. She's always kicking around. And yeah, the channel's just about working on your own life. And we basically, it's a place you can hang out. We just chat. We chill. We don't do the politics and stuff. It's all about my channel's about like sort of building your own life, focusing on your own goals, that kind of thing. So we just kick it 2 or 3 hours a day usually, and talk about all that kind of stuff. And yeah, just have a vibe, man. Just have a vibe, man. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'd say it's just obviously with like harder drugs and stuff like that, they are definitely something that even a little amount can cause people severe problems. It's like old painkiller meds before people knew about opioids and stuff, right? Like that was a big thing that took down a lot of people, um, that didn't expect it, right? They weren't trying to get into drugs or something, but some doctor goes and gives them your prescription. Oh, here's 50 pain pills for your broken, really strong painkillers for your broken leg, and now you're in a rehab, Now you're down the rabbit hole, so it's a tricky one. Boom, 4 months, bro. That's awesome, bro. Most people can't go 4 days. Like most people who drink regularly, bro. If they say they're gonna stop drinking, they can't stop drinking for 4 days, bro. 4 months is freaking impressive, bro. Been over 4 months now since my last drink. Yet at times, real hard to cope without. Yeah, I mean, like I have the same thing like with cigarettes, right? Like I've been back to vaping again for a few weeks, so it's nicotine. I get the same thing, but every once in a while, it's that craving of like, man, I'd just like to hold a cigarette. I just want to just one cigarette, and then I just sort of have to let it pass. You can let the feeling come of craving alcohol or a cigarette or something, and just sit in that feeling and just, focus on not actioning it and just be like, you know what, like, I've made it this far, I've made it this long, like, as you have, bro, like, give yourself a lot of credit for that, bro. I mean, if you can go 4 months without it till now, obviously, it's not something you need. It's just old habits and that, right? I always turned to alcohol in hard times, right? I was never much of a drinker socially or anything. I always turned to alcohol when things got hard, and that's why 3 years ago, when life really, literally, my life fell apart, I lost like pretty much everything, right? Except some material stuff, some project cars and that. But as far as relationship, and I had 3 buildings rented full of cars and all this, and it all collapsed, and I found myself with nowhere to go and borrowed money to buy the caravan, and had all these cars or somewhere to put them, and had to borrow money to build the garage as well, and just made it work, man. Had to get loans on some of my last lines of credit, and worked it out. But you just keep on going, man. You work it out. Nobody's perfect. Everybody's got their own challenges, man. Like You know, some people it's alcohol, some people it's other stuff. You know, we all have our challenges in life, man. And this again is why my channel is about just working on your own life and improving yourself and focusing on your own family, your own friends, your own life and what you're going to carve out. Um, I tried to go on Instagram today, bro, and it was just endless posts every. No matter how much I tried to swipe off it and avoid it, it just kept trying to show me war stuff and politics and all this drama. And I clicked down on a couple comments a couple of times, and there's like a comment like I da and I blah blah, and it's like 2 sentences, and it's like 500 replies to one person's comment about some war thing, and I open that down a bit, and it says, "Oh, you're wrong with this, you're blah blah," and all these people just wasting their lives just arguing over things that they've got no control over. Right? What you do have control over is your own life, your own work. You know, build your own life for 10 years instead of wasting your spare time arguing. You know, I support this side of this or this or that. And none of it's going to do anything for you. Um, that's what's so sad about all the political stuff to me is people are so busy looking at all of that and they're like, time's getting harder. All these old people, oh, we don't have enough money. We struggle to afford to live in that. It's like, okay, well, so you need to use your time then not to focus on all the distractions of that system and you know, do a little hustle here or there. Do, you know, maybe you pick up mowing your neighbour's lawn because I guarantee you if you've got a neighbour, you're looking for an extra 20 or 30 bucks, I guarantee you your neighbour has no interest in mowing their fucking lawn. If you're looking to like maybe get a bit of fitness in or something, right? And you're looking to do a bit of walking or whatever, I guarantee you've got neighbours around you. Like most people would have neighbours around them, right? Where they want their lawn mowed. They can't be bothered doing it. They'll give you 20 or 30 bucks to mow their lawn. You know, like there's always, you know, I used to always do that. Even as a teenager, I'd do that instead of looking into politics and all this drama around the world. So I was like, man, I got my own life to live. So that's what the channel focuses on. Is just building your own life, man. So if that sounds good to you, to basically the channel as we hang out, we just chat about whatever. Just yeah, it's all, you know, on building our own life and just hanging out. We don't bring in all the drama of the world. We kick out the trolls and that, and that's the channel I'm trying to create here and just the environment. So it's just a community of people who are sort of, you know, living their lives, right? Trying to live our best lives despite the conditions of the world, right? We're just going to try and do our best and go through struggles and try and improve and battle through. And that's what I'm doing here. You know, I'm no better. I'm not excelling like crazy or anything, but it's just yeah. Hopefully, it's relatable to some people. I'm from the city originally. I grew up in one of the biggest cities in New Zealand, in Auckland. I think Auckland probably has the highest population in New Zealand, guys? I know Wellington's the capital, but I think Auckland has the biggest population. But yeah, I left the city about 15 years ago and moved up to the country. I went back down to the city for a couple of years amidst all that, just on and off. But yeah, I've settled down up in the country now, sort of out in the quiet peace and stuff, sort of trying to build a bit of a homestead in that, right? Yep, she does. Yep. She's very good. She's watching the gate, so this is a little spot where she can see a straight line through to the up to the road. So she keeps an eye on everything, mate. Yeah, she's a good girl, good wee girl. She's a sweetheart. She's a sweetheart around me anyway. But you know, she's a very good guard dog. Does her job. Very good breed. Yeah, yep. I'm sorry. I was born as a Jaffa. I couldn't help it. I got myself out of there. I've done my best. All right. I can't change where I was born, mate. I wonder how my muscles are going over here. We reckon my muscles are doing all right. Let's glance the muscles real quick, eh? Stay there, pup. Stay there, pup. All right, I'll plug this light back in. Oh dear. Oh mate. How's my muscles doing yet? Oh yeah, we're opening up. We're opening up, boys. Yeah, you might be right on that garlic situation there, bro, because I can't really get in here to stir some garlic, so I might be able to find a way. I guess we'll figure it out. Yeah, they're opening up. Here's me muscles. Oh, mate, look at the big muscles. Little zizbra. So I'll just pop you guys here for a minute. Beantown made a very good point that I need to get a bit more, I should put some garlic in it. I wasn't thinking, I'm sorry. Picked up a slab of Scotch fillet today as well. So I don't know, what's that? 2.5 kilo, 55 bucks a kilo. 136 bucks for that bugger. Which is a bit, like, not too bad. I'll get out a roll of cheese for later as well, eh? A roll of camembert cheese. We'll throw that on the side here somewhere. You want to have that at room temperature. So usually it takes from the fridge like maybe an hour out. We'll give you room temperature on that. What else we got here? What else is going on? Where's me garlic? Where's me garlic? Yeah, a bit of garlic. Teaspoon. Any pearls in there? No, mate, they're not. They're mussels, mate. No pearls in a mussel. I don't want to put too much around, but we'll try and make it work and get some garlic in there. I really should have got that garlic in there, so that was pretty dumb of me. Oh, my bad. As I said, I'm not Gordon Ramsay. Oh, I just had a thought. Can you guys imagine that some of you follow D-Bird, right? Men of Action. Can you imagine if D-Bird did a cooking show? Just put that in there, you effing mother. It'd be highly entertaining. A D-Bird cooking show. I'd watch the shit out of that. I really would. Cool. Keep the lid on that. We'll just keep it chilling. They're all pretty open now, so I'll just turn the heat down, just keep it a bit warm. Let it, you know, build some aroma in there, mate, and yeah, progress itself through. That's a bit of dinner done for the missus and myself. What do you reckon, dog? What do you reckon? Some days I sit staring out the window, watching this world pass me by. True story. Alright, dog, you happy? Alright, mate. Sometimes I think that they don't understand me. I almost break down and cry. Sometimes I think I'm crazy. Crazy. Oh, so crazy. My insecurity could eat me alive. Then I see my baby. Suddenly, I'm not crazy. Sorry, puppy. I know I annoy the heck out of you. Yeah, pearls are in oysters, mate. Oysters. Oh, shucks. Get it? Oyster joke. Oh, shucks. I'm freaking terrible. You'll get used to it. You'll get used to it. It's fine. If you can tolerate me now, this is probably about as bad as it gets. Apart from that, you know. What do you do down the old New Plymouth there, JN? What do you do, mate? What do you got a hobby? What do you guys? Here's a question. We'll keep the chat going and shit. Here's a question. What do all of you guys do for hobbies? Like maybe you guys have similar interests you can talk about and shit, right? Like some of you into cars or fishing or like what are you guys into? What are your interests? Fitness, cooking? I don't know. You know, the whole idea is you guys, you know, the whole idea is not it's meant to be me doing a channel and doing a show. It's meant to be a channel without politics and all the drama of the world, right? And we just work on our lives. We keep a positive vibe. So like I do want you guys, you know, yap amongst yourselves all you like. Like that's. I'm just a host, man. I'm just here to blooming shoot the shit. You're a bread baker for a job and hobby. We have another guy here who is if you know the movie Shaun of the Dead, right? The zombie movie. Now his YouTube name, if you look him up, is Shaun of the Bread because he's a baker, right? So he's a YouTuber who's a baker. So his name's Shaun of the Bread, and what he streams is old PS2 driving games at the moment. And he does, I don't know if he's going to go into other genres of PlayStation 2 games, but yeah, he's been playing Gran Turismo 4, he's been doing, like Need for Speed Underground 2, Need for Speed Most Wanted. So yeah, that's what he does, bro. He's a baker by trade and that, and yeah, he just streams about his gaming and that. It's for a bit of fun. You like watching me cooking? Is it because I cut my finger open, or is it because, what's entertaining about me cooking? Because I really feel like I'm the Swedish chef in the Muppet Show. When I'm cooking on here, I'm cutting my finger and shit. I really feel like the Swedish chef on the Muppet Show. You know, bork 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 bork. Yeah, it's really, you know. So it's not quite Gordon Ramsay. There was a thing they did. There was a Muppet Show skit they did with the Swedish chef. You know, bork bork bork, and they had him with Gordon Ramsay. Was it Gordon Ramsay in the cup and with Swedish Chef? I think it might have been Beaker was as an assistant. I was like, don't you jump out that window. Yeah, I know what you're thinking before you do. I know you. I've spent like 23 hours a day minimum around you for 3 years. I know you. I know you. I know you. Don't you be disrespecting me like I don't know you. You know I was right. You know what you were gonna do. Talking that shit. Whining at me. Typical. Why you want me to do that? Why would I break my own window? You stupid. You stupid. Why you'll come here, you'll tell me break my own window. Why I do this? What are you saying, man? You got violent tendency or something. What is happening? What you doing? You'll try cause the trouble, lah. You'll try make me break my house. You don't, you jump out and up. Bugger off then, off the bed. Go on, stop pacing around. How's everybody going? What's going on? As I say, we just have a chat, we have a yarn, we just talk about, we keep it positive, that's all. Just talk about hobbies and that, so yeah, bacon, fresh bacon, my great. Love all science, but oh man, yeah, check out the channel Sean of the Bread, bro. But you'll see him in here sometimes, like, yeah, if you're subbed here, you'll see him, he usually pops in every day or two. But he's trucking on well, bro. His channel's doing well, and he was playing Need for Speed Most Wanted yesterday, so that was pretty cool. And I think he plays Gran Turismo 4 on Mondays, and he does. Don't you jump out the window? Don't do it. Don't do it. You have so much to live for. Don't do it. Don't do it. Hey, don't do it. You have so much to live for. Come here. You have me. Come here. Oh, rejected. Rejected. Hey, Blizzy. Hey, Busy. How are you? Great to see you. How you going? Another one from D-Bird's channel, where I was doing some cooking before. I just had this we were talking about, I sort of said, I'm not the Gordon Ramsay of cooking, right? And then I had this amazing moment where I realised, imagine if Dennis Bird did a cooking show on YouTube Live. Like, imagine him just like Gordon Ramsaying cooking. It would, in full warrior mode. It would be brilliant entertainment on YouTube. We might have to make that work somehow, combine his workouts. Put in some cooking in there as well. Do something weird with it. Let's see. Oh, I'm getting old and weak. Damn flu's still got me coughing. Sorry, guys. I'll try my best. Try me best on here. Kind of like a cartoon character, sorry. Like I say, I'm just always myself on here. We have a laugh, whatever. Sometimes my humour can be a bit cringe, but it's tough shit if you don't like it. But yeah, Sean of the Bread, who does the gaming streams and stuff, bro, he's a baker. He's out of Sydney. Sydney, and he streams, I think it's probably like usually 2 or 3 in the afternoon New Zealand time. What else happened? What else is going on? We had a great collab stream earlier today with Matt Noah. Matt Noah 1 is his @ on YouTube. If you search @Matt Noah 1, he's just a guy, he talks about, a bit of everything. Just a casual chat stream, sort of positive chat, talks about his life experience and stuff. Overcoming pain meds and stuff like that. Good vibe though, talks about his cats and stuff. I don't know, I'm just enjoying having good yarns with people, to be honest. Yeah, to go to bed, yeah, bake it, yeah, you'll be in there at probably blooming 2, 3 in the blooming morning. Something, eh? Alright, bro, take it easy, and yeah. I'll be on, I'm usually on about 11 in the morning New Zealand time, sometimes 1 PM, bro, and I do just a couple hours. So, if you ever, finished up at work a bit early, whatever's going on, yeah, tune in, bro. Welcome to have a chat and just pop in. As I say, like this chat and channel is for anyone, right? It's a really new channel, but I want to build up an audience of people where we can just hang out and kick it, and we can talk, about challenges and struggle and stuff. But I don't want it to be all doom and gloom, like focus on your own life, bro, like hard work, grind set, like or anything, right? It's just meant to be just living in the real world we live in. I think a lot of Kiwis are definitely relating to the channel. It's just that more chill, like, okay, let's just flow along. It's that Kiwi kind of flow, right? And just sort of just trying to be a bit more consistent, but keeping that flow and that lifestyle. Like we like to get down to the beach and get out and about, get some fish and chips, mate. Fish and chips, mate. Fish and chips. You know about fish and chips? Fish and chips. You want a chip, bro? You want a chip, bro? I only eat plankton. Eat plankton. What other Kiwi memes have been known globally? That's probably the biggest one, eh? Oh no, I'm beached. I'm beached as. Beached as, bro. So it's probably the most well-known New Zealand meme. Who's heard of that one before? The old, beached as whale from New Zealand. Was that only like, I know it went pretty viral on YouTube back in the day, but it might have only been like a New Zealand, Australia kind of thing. How global did that go? Let me know. I think it was actually created by some Australians. That's right. There was some other comics. There was some other YouTube stuff they did that was similar. But I think there were a couple of Aussie blokes. Couple of Aussie blokes, mate. Blooming taking the piss out of us Kiwis, mate. No good. No bloody good. I've been told countless times in my life that I should have done stand-up comedy. And I don't really let it out that much on here. Like, I'll do the odd accent and whatever. But I never wanted, like, I don't see it, but I don't know, man. I've had it told to me so many times. I've like hundreds and hundreds of times. Oh, bro, you should just do comedy. Like, I'll be at a pub and like, I'm waiting for a takeaway order and grab one drink. I used to grab one drink and like I'm waiting for a takeaway order for 15 minutes. I sit down, people will be, a few people will be sitting there and they'll be, oh, hey, bro, how you going? Oh, yeah, good, good. And that's that conversation. We chat for 2 or 3 minutes. And then it's just like they make a bit of a joke. I'm like, oh, yeah, blah, blah. They're like, you should be a comedian. Like, you're that witty and quick. I'm like, I just never wanted to do I didn't want to do the circuit of like pubs and out there at 2 a.m, trying to do comedy, right? Hey, number one Glazer, how are you, bro? What's up? Oh, all good, man. All good here. Oh, yeah, old bull. I'm the old bull, mate. Old and wise. Old and wise. The young bulls take time to grow into their stride. It's taken me 20 years for sure. For sure. It's a process. It's a journey to become a wise old bull. Yes, you have to earn your way. Yes. So I've been steaming up some mussels. Young and wise. Oof. Young and wise. Yeah, you can be. You can start gaining with some young. It depends how young you got started, but Unk status. Unk status is a good marker. We figured that out with the collab with Matt Noah today. That he's like, oh, I became an uncle when I was 6. I was like, bro, that's rough, man. You didn't even get a childhood. He's like, what? I'm like, you became an uncle at age 6. You were immediate unk status. Your childhood's been gone since age 6. I've been trying to convince Matt Noah to get a dirt bike. The guy has acres and acres and acres of land around him, right? Cornfields everywhere, right? Lives the farm life. And I love Matt Noah to bits. But I'm like, bro, we got to get you like a dirt bike, like a little $200 little bing piece of shit, right? You should be ripping around those cornfields like it's freaking interstellar, man. What are you doing? What are you doing? What is Matt Noah doing? So we're gonna make sure we get Matt Noah on a motorcycle. He told me the story the other day about it, and he said, family through the family, someone's wife. There's always a story in the family, right? Of blah blah rode motorcycles. Your uncles rode this and that. Someone's friend's son's boyfriend rode a motorcycle and broke his leg or rode himself off on one, right? So there's risk in anything you do in life, guys. Like, there's risk anyway. Like you can't let, as long as you're sensible on one, your chances are pretty good. Better to live and enjoy than worry about what ifs, right? Can't live in fear. You cannot live in fear with anything, right? Or else how can you handle anything? How can you handle any stress? If you're gonna walk around like you're scared, you can't live that way. You can't like you can feel emotions, but you can't let your emotions control you and live in a state of fear, right? You're just trying to live your life, right? Unk status is 6 years old now. Yeah, that's what Matt Noah found out. So yeah, we might have to. I reckon we get Matt Noah. I said to him, I said, I'm not saying to get a road bike, bro. So you've got acres and acres of farmland to play on that you live on, you own, bro. So you should be out there on buy a little one, old little Ag 200 or a little 125. Like I'm not getting a motocross bike. Just get some little dinky piece of crap off Facebook Marketplace. It was $100 and just rip it around. I think he'd love it, bro. I think it'll give him a a bit of a rush, right? Bit of a, so it's a good rush. You just sort of come out and rip around in winter and that. And yeah, good fun. Yeah, oh man, I was like, bro, Matt, like I'm so jealous, man. Like, he's just got all this land around him. I'm like, and you don't have a dirt bike, bro. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing, Matt? What is Matt Noah doing? But I'm gonna pester him jokingly, right? Like, I'm gonna give him a bit of shit here or there as a mate, right? As mates do. I've noticed that with some American friends I've had, like there's some American guys I knew that moved over here and stuff, right? They've spent a fair bit of time in New Zealand, and I've noticed it through YouTube as well. And like, no disrespect, like we come from different cultures, but like the Kiwi way of being a mate seems quite different to the American way of being a mate. Like, if your mates and how you know someone is your mate in New Zealand or Australia is if they're giving you shit. If they're being polite, like, oh yeah, how are you, mate? Yeah, work been good? Yeah, oh good, mate, good. Yeah, that's not your mate, right? That's a casual acquaintance, somebody who knows you around town, right? That's not the New Zealand Australian way of being friends. The New Zealand Australian way of being friends is you ain't got a dirt bike out there. You got all that land. Like, oh, you're scared you'll hurt yourself. Like, just suck it up, mate. Come on. Well, you're being a wussy, are you? Like it's that, it's meant playfully, but that's what we do. It's the way of calling each other out. But I think in America, I think that comes across very, like you're trying to say something without saying it. Like they seem to take it as, like, what are you implying? You won't just say it straight to my face what you're saying to me, kind of thing. And I'm like, no, that's not. I guess you could see it that way, but yeah, I don't know. Like, does anybody else experience that, being a Kiwi, Aussie, or anything like that? Or like, if you're American stuff, and you hear that kind of thing, what do you think? I'm always open for discussion. Not from NZ, but yes, totally get the vibe. Yeah. All right, take care, Bean. Yeah, we all got to take care, mate, and you take care as well, bro. 2 a.m. Just got home from work about an hour ago. I'm going to catch up on a few things. Sure thing, bro. Sure, I'll see you around soon enough, Bean. Be at the 4 a.m. with D-Bird, which is Men of Action. D-Bird stream is the 4 a.m. for EST, Eastern Standard Time, right? USA. I just know it's EST. I assume it means Eastern Standard Time for the USA. So he's in Ohio, so it's 4 a.m. his time, 4 a.m., 4 p.m. workout. So it works out at 10 a.m., 10 p.m. New Zealand time. Probably about, I don't know, 7 or 8 Aussie time, stuff like that. I don't have all the world's time zones in my head. Have I missed anything else? Yeah, take it for around the field. We had that. You're in Ohio as well. Are you? Oh yeah, well yeah, that's right. I was going to ask you something deeper, but yeah, I remember you come from his channel. So yeah. Appreciate you guys being here. I appreciate the support. We do need to try and get more people over to Dennis's workout streams, guys. So like, if there's anybody you know from other channels and stuff, right, like you talk to through social media and stuff, right, that you think might be interested in a bit of fitness or have a yarn to you in his chat, like the most important thing to feed more viewers if you want to support Dennis, like as the mod in there, is when it's at 60 viewers and stuff. The problem is the reason it's not going up is there's no chat. Like, because the problem with Dennis's channel is this. He wants his viewers to do the workout and do the workout with him. The problem is if everybody's doing the workout, nobody can chat. So like this is the problem, right? He wants to reach as many people as possible, but he needs people chatting. So if everyone's on the floor doing push-ups, right? So like if you're in there and you're doing the workouts with him, the best thing to do really is like hit the heart react on the side and stuff. Make sure you've liked and all that. And just throw an emoji when you can between sets and stuff. Just something in the chat, like a thumbs up, like a whatever, right? That'll all help prime his channel back up and get the engagement going. It goes up and down, right? That's the nature of YouTube. So. But we always support the boy D-Bird. Somebody who's a D-Bird like subscriber, can you write out a comment I can pin for me, please? If you can write out a little comment, that'd be great. Please subscribe to Men of Action channel at dbird0311, and hopefully if anybody else wants to talk about that, I would like to keep mentioning our boy Dennis. He works damn hard, that guy, and I don't just mean at the workouts, right? I think that's what a lot of people don't understand about Dennis. And like the trolls, the trolls just kids, whatever. There's a lot of people who are like, they're people who do fitness and stuff. There's a lot of people who should be very grown adults who give him a lot of crap. And it's like, if they actually understood the amount of work that man puts into that channel, you'd start to understand why he gets a bit pissed off by it, where people treat him the way they do. When he's just trying to help people, he puts in a lot of that work. But it's just, I mean, I'm experiencing it too with trolls and stuff, right? It's just the nature of YouTube. It's a shame. It's a shame because it could be a really good community. But I mean, again, you got mods and stuff, and you handle it. It's just a difficult one to manage, you know. Live and learn. Like anything, like I talk about anything, right? It's just live and learn. Yeah, more channels to shoot the breeze. Yep, that's exactly what the channel's about. It's just like it's not. I do some workouts on here and stuff, right? Been a bit sick at the moment, and just getting over that. We did what we did on stream yesterday. I managed to do 30 push-ups and 10 pull-ups. I obviously could have done a lot more, but I just mean, look, that's some movement after a few days of having the flu. So just take it easy. I've just realised something. After just having the flu for days and my stomach being so unsettled, is steamed mussels the best idea for dinner? Probably not. I might end up seeing it again, but we'll find out. I usually find that after I've been sick and stuff, or I've like when I was pure carnivore diet. Yeah, I ate just steak for like weeks and weeks, and then one day I'll grab a pie when I was up at a gas station somewhere, and I grabbed like a mussel pie, and date on it was good and all that. And like an hour later after eating that mussel pie, I was throwing up. I don't know if it was a pastry, the vegetable oils, the mussels, whatever. But yeah, all I craved really was steak and stuff, right? But I said something to eat on the road. I was just feeling a bit off. I was like, I'll grab something. I'll just eat something. I don't care what it is. Yeah, that was, yeah. But no, carnivore diet really helped me, man. And that changed my life around big time. In the period I did it, and now I have pretty much that kind of diet, but I just stay out of keto, so I just consume milk to stay out of keto. The odd bit of pasta, macaroni, cheese and stuff. But yeah, I'm just a lot more sort of raw foods in that, right? Like just whole foods, you know, whole foods. That's what I go for if I can. Yeah, trolls cruise around making a stream about them. Yeah, they'll turn the whole channel and make it so your own members and stuff don't want to chat, right? And yeah, it's not an environment you want. But yeah, I mean everybody has their own way. There's a lot of channels handle it different ways, and yeah, it just depends on the individual, I suppose. Yep, it's certainly an interesting thing to stream on here. It's certainly Um, the main thing I've got asked by like people in my life, like people I know personally, right, is like, why are you on YouTube? Like, don't you find it weird being on YouTube and putting yourself out there? I'm like, yeah, I thought that for about like 10 years, and then I just went, oh, screw it. Like, who cares? Doesn't matter, you know. Or no, people might say mean things to me on the internet or whatever. I was like, okay, well, whatever that is, I'm on here to just help people and just be chill and try and help the world a little and bring your head in. Don't squish your nose. You're a big noodle, you know that. You're very cute though, dog. You're very good to look at, dog. Very pure breed. Stay there. Stay there, dog. Oh, not knocking anything over. I think we're good. Ah, man. But finally, after that flu, I'm finally able to eat a bit again, so that's been really good. We got anybody new in the chat? Anybody new looking in the background wants to say hello? How are we all going? The less of it, yeah. The older I get, the less I give a fuck what anybody thinks of me. Yeah, pretty much. The older you get, the more you realise nobody cares what car you drive. Nobody cares what house you have, apart from in these like fancy little circles of the people who never grew up or became like aware, right? What you learn as you get older is you can relate far more to the average person just struggling along. Like, we're all eating a shit sandwich out here, man. We're all under the system. You know, anybody with good means isn't sitting around on YouTube like struggling with depression and stuff, right? They're solving their problems with money and whatever, right? We're not those people. We happen to be, you know what? I'm glad I grew up poor. Well, relatively poor. Relatively poor compared to a lot of people that were around me and stuff, right? I was sort of the poor autistic kid. Obviously, people grew up in far worse circumstances than me. It's not about competition or anything. It's about I'm glad I didn't grow up spoiled. And had to work for myself. Like I wanted a PlayStation 1 for Christmas, right? Or my birthday or whatever. And I asked for it for 3 years. And for 3 years, the answer was when I was 12, right? I got it for my 13th birthday, right? And the answer when I was 12 was, if you want a PlayStation 1, we'll get you one, but you need to pay for half of it to buy the console, and then you need to buy your own games. But we'll save up and we'll fund half of it, but you need to make the other half. And I got on my cheap little mountain bike, my little Kmart mountain bike, and I went around the neighbourhood with a bucket, a sponge, and a bottle of car wash. Wash your car for $5. Knock, knock, knock. You want your car washed for $5? Knock, knock, knock. Usually door knocking didn't work. What I learned was you just rode around the neighbourhood and you found the guys that were outside, like working on the garden, like working on something, or they were, you know, just pretty much hopping out of the car as you went by. Oh, hey mate, you need your car washed sometime. I can come do it whenever. It was just $5, $5, $5, and then the wives would be like, "Oh, can you do some gardening?" and da 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 da. And you'd stop off at one house, and you're there a couple of hours, and here's $30. It's like, okay, thank you. You know. Then later they had me mowing their lawns and all sorts. Yeah, I was all over the place, 12, 13 years old, working my tail off, man. But like, nothing was ever handed to me. I wanted a PlayStation 1. I had to work for 3 years to afford it. I paved up the entire side of my parents' house, right? A digger came in, it got compact in that, right? And it was gravel, like coarse gravel. And my dad wanted to put bricks there, right? So we went out and we trailed home multiple loads of these massive stacks of used bricks. Like those grey pavers. They're about that big, about that square grey pavers, and they're about that thick, right? For like strong driveways, right? They're like 11 kilo each, right? There's me at 12 years old, right? Or 11 years old. And I paved up the entire side of the house, enough room to park 6 cars on, right? And I leveled it all out, and I did all the sand, and I recompacted it and did everything, and I worked at it for every day after school, all through the weekends, and Dad's like, I'll pay you for it, I'll pay you good money. He told me what he was going to pay me, but I'll leave that for the end, right? Cheap bloody bastard. He doesn't believe me when I tell him the story these days. I'm like, mate, that's what you paid me. That's what you paid your own son for all that labour. He's, oh, well, I fed you and gave you a house. I went, oh, yeah, fair enough. But yeah, I ended up spending all these weeks paving up the side of the house. But they wanted to teach me, hard work. You work hard to make money. So yeah, I paved the soil up the side of the house, leveled it all out, compacted it all. I spent weeks out there, man, putting these bricks in. You know what he paid me? $35. The cheap bastard. I was like, bro. He's like, oh, well, we were teaching you the hard way. You're going to make your own way in this world. Nobody's going to hand you anything. You want a PlayStation? Yeah, we'll pay some of it for your birthday, but you need to earn it, bro. Like that's how I was raised. So, and this is while being told, autistic and ADHD and getting all these diagnoses and being in the special ed classroom at home all day. And it was sort of, I get home and I'm just like, man, I'm like the special ed kid walking past 30 students to go into a back classroom. I'm like the special kid in school who couldn't be in the classroom because I'd disturbed the whole classroom. Yeah, do you know why they put me in the special ed class? I've never told this on here. Oh, there's a lucky 5 people here for this one. I've never told this story before. Well, it's not really a whole situation story. It's the whole thing. Kind of just clicked on it now. The reason they put me in the special ed room out back was I asked too many questions. So they would be like, we're doing math today, here's the algebra, da 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 da. We want to do this and turn to this, so you use this equation and just apply it. And I'm like, oh, okay, like, how does that equation work? Why does it work? Because I'm autistic as shit. My head's like code, right? It's like a freaking matrix in here, bro. There's 20 things going on at once, even right now, which is why I can just, right? It's full on, right? It's like Elon Musk brain. The guy's just like fucking twitching and rebooting the whole time. Like, everyone's like, his Neuralink's failing. It's like, no, he's autistic. He's got a splash of autism. Just like me, right? So it never stops. Squirrel, right? You see where it all comes from? It's just fucking endless. Deep breath. Calm. Right. So I'd ask the question, right? So in math class, they'd be like, look, like, use this to do this. I'm like, okay, well, why does the equation work? And they're like, we don't know. Just use that. I'm like, no, but I want to understand the math behind it. They're like, just use the thing to solve it. I'm like, well, then why am I even doing it if I'm not going to understand the deeper part of this? So I think I found a lot of solace in like cars and motorcycles and stuff like that, tearing apart little mechanical things. I used to pull apart TV remotes for fun while my parents were out. The TV would be on, I'm bored, I'd literally unscrew it, look at all the boards, take all the board out, look at how it works. Oh, yeah, okay. Piece it back together and just put it back on the thing. That's what I did with everything. I used to pull everything up, every piece of electronics apart while my parents were out. I'm that autistic, yes. I was a bored child, all right? Legos were a bit too simple. I didn't like Meccano, though. I really enjoyed building my garage out of a steel frame because it was like bolting together giant Meccano. Everyone's like, oh, you're really going to struggle to build your own garage, bro. And it's like, bolt together steel frames, screw on roof, screw on walls. I'm like, big Meccano set. Yes. So, like, that's where I find joy in, right? Like, you can tell even by talking about it, right? Like, this is why I try and stay away from the politics and why I left the city and why I've made this sort of quiet life where I can just, like, do my own thing. You know, I got on here, we started the stream off, I'm sitting there cleaning the things off mussels so I can cook up do some steamed mussels for dinner. You know, we keep it just more, you know, just hang out, keep a good vibe. Mussels are steamed. They've steamed pretty well. I'm going to heat them up a bit more once just before my partner gets home. And yeah. Yeah. A stonemason wouldn't have even come to quote the job for the $35 my dad paid me to do it. We like just I don't know, man. It must have been me at like 12 years old. I mean, we were talking. It was like five car parking spaces up the side of the house, and I leveled it all out with sand, and I compacted it all, and then I had to carry the bricks that he'd got me to pick those up as well and help him load the trailers and unload the trailer and stack them all there. And then I had to brick by brick, you know, brick. This is what I talk about here: brick by brick, bit by bit, right? Because I was looking at five car park spaces of bare area, and I had to screed it all off and get it all right. And then there's me at 12 years old, and my dad's like, "Figure it out, mate. Here's a picture of what it should look like." And it's just that's how I was taught, man. It was figure it out, solve the problem, and like I'll raise my kids the same way, man. It served me well. Nobody, well, South Park did an episode on this about handymen, right? Nobody knows how to fix shit no more. See, I can't take my job, mate. Unless they ban all the old cars from me on the road and stuff. But whatever, you know, I fix old cars, I tinker on stuff, right? I think, you know what I think? I don't know what their plan is. They must have some plan, unless the elites of the world, if they don't care. I don't know. I don't know. What I do know is how long it takes people to replace vehicles and stuff. Like, they seem to have this idea. They're like, AI is going to take all the jobs by 2030. Or like 80% of jobs are going to be gone by 2030 thanks to AI. It's like, good luck with that. Or like even 2040. Even 2040, I won't give them that. Maybe if you're in like way in the city of America and it's all self-driving cars, maybe in somewhere in California or something. But here in the real world, when I'm out in the country, hours away from a city, how long is it going to take them to get that kind of tech out here and be able to do the jobs out here and stuff, and the businesses to go, actually, yeah, I'm going to upgrade all my systems and change everything to run with all of this, right? I don't see it happening, man. Don't see it happening. Howdy, partner. Howdy. Hillbilly John. Welcome to the chat, Hillbilly John. How are you, dude? How you going? Let's have a good friendly chat on here, man. And pretty much the only thing is no politics and stuff like that. So it's about as close as I'll touch the politics side of it, right? It's like the AI taking the jobs. But I always try and, you know, I have a conclusion. So we're not like leaving the conversation like, I have some kind of wisdom, trying some kind of opinion, I suppose. So yeah, I mean, I think there's a lot of things that people are very concerned about, and they're like, oh, AI's taking all, the war, like AI, oh my god, everything. It's like, mate, like you're gonna be fine. You're going to be fine. It's not... Have you seen how long it takes governments to get shit done? Come on. You think they're going to roll out AI and 80% of jobs are going to be gone and they're going to switch this currency and we're all going to be... They don't... The robots aren't really... Like Elon's robots, it's like, oh yeah, they can pick up your remote off the couch and, you know, do your dishes and whatever, and we're going to teach them... I understand all that, but there's all these... Most people drive older petrol cars and stuff, right? And people run their cars to the ground. They're like, people aren't buying new cars. It's like, yeah, because we haven't got the money, right? We're driving shit that's 20, 30 years old. I think the average age of a car in New Zealand now is like 14, 15 years old, right? People have bought those cars and plan to hang on to them all the time. They're not just going to want to just get rid of them. I mean, they might we pay you out a whole heap of money, whatever, and we'll subsidise you to get a clean, green, whatever. Like they did policies like that in the UK, right? But again, it takes time to transition over, and it's like I'm a car mechanic of old engines and shit. There's not some robot's going to take my job anytime soon. Of doing up old Nissans and Mazdas and messing around with cars and whatever, right? Like if I tell you what, man, if they can teach an AI to get in that engine bay and undo these rusty old bolts and it snaps off something, it's to drill it all out and, you know, pull a whole car, you know. When a robot, I'll believe AI is going to take my job when they show me a robot that can take like a 30-year-old car that's got rusty parts and shit in it, pull it completely apart and go, oh yeah, this bush is bad, change this, change that, drill all that out, change that. Like, it's not going to happen at home. There's not going to be little workshops around working on old cars that people enjoy. Like, the classic car market's still going to be there. I guess at some point they'll just ban them off the road, but I'm sure we'll be right for the next 20 years or so, to be honest. Like, you've got to put things in perspective. Like, how are these things actually going to affect you? And that's why I don't worry about this shit. I think I'm positioned pretty good, pretty good. Everyone's like, well, what if you get nuked? What if they have a nuclear war? I'll be like, I guess I won't have to worry about much then, will I? When I see, if I hold my thumb up and I see the mushroom cloud is bigger than my thumb, I'll be like, I can have a good run. See how it goes. The way the cookie crumbles. Any other analogies? Especially diesels. That's it, Hillbilly John. Yeah, I like my diesel trucks. I've got a Toyota Land Cruiser. It's got no computer in it. I'm ready for the apocalypse. I'm ready for the apocalypse in my big Land Cruiser. It's a big Land Cruiser troop carrier, so it's got like the sliding windows on the back. It's like what they use in as ambulances, and like, when you see the Land Cruiser, like United Nations ones, which carry like seat 8 people in the back. It's one of those. So it's got old, reliable, basic diesel in it. No computers in it, nothing. So yeah, pretty. I'm ready for any apocalypse. And yeah, live out away from the city, and yeah, got out of the city quite a while ago and just sort of homesteading. I guess you'd call it homesteading these days. Building my homestead, so I do a bit of that on live, building my cabins and stuff. Oh, we're losing the phone. Man down. Timmy is stuck in the well. Bring the lotion. Bring the lotion, King Julian. Sorry, I won't do that voice again. I've actually never done that one, but it was in my head. What's its name? Is it Monk or something? In Madagascar, King Julian, there's that little one that follows him round. King Julian. I heard there was like a compilation of him I got shown the other day, and it was all his best moments. Mort? Is it Mort, possibly? Oh, it's going to bother me now. Damn it, brain ADHD. Reconnecting. Well, my partner's got home, so I will start heating up the mussels again in a minute, and we'll have some dinner, so I'll be getting off here. But no, I just thought I'd come on, so I'll show one more, anybody who missed out on it. Oh, I've only got like 5% battery on the phone too. Oh, don't plug it off the charger, but that's alright. Hang on, chat. So oh, careful dog. Anyway, so we've got the mussels here. Steamed hams. Steamed hams. Aurora Borealis. Steamed hams. If anybody gets that joke, I'll be so impressed. Steamed hams, Aurora Borealis. Right, we've steamed the mussels. Some mussels, so some white wine, lemon, onion, white wine, garlic, and mussels. So it's going to be dinner. So that's what we've cooked up there. If you guys literally want me to, like, I have been genuinely considering doing some like cooking stuff on here for people like flatting and uni students, whatever, like, people to make like healthy meals and whatever. Maybe do I just come on here each day when I'm cooking dinner and just be like, we're cooking dinner, guys? I'll gladly do the cooking stuff, guys. Like, mussels obviously isn't the norm. It's usually like steak and a bit of sausage or macaroni cheese. But I made a macaroni cheese on live once and chatted away, and it didn't really seem to get much appeal. But then people were like, oh, we'd love to see you cook more. So what country am I from? New Zealand, man. New Zealand. What about yourself? I am just going to head off here now, guys, to be honest. Yeah, nice, simple and fresh, that's it. I'm going to head off here because my partner's got home and she's been out at work. So I'm going to head off and we're going to have us a... Oh, my beard's getting even more patchy. Oh, no. What's this? What's that? Patchy long hairs. Oh, well. All right, guys, yeah, I'm going to head off. My partner's come home, so I will be on tomorrow in about on 15 hours or so. So yeah, if you sub, just hit the on the channel, just hit the all notifications on live. Then you'll know when I'm live, and I'd always label it like, is it a chat and a coffee? Is my usual sort of talk streams a chat and a coffee? If it's a workout stream, I'll label as one. If I'm working on cars in the garage or cabin, I'll label as what it is. So when the notification pops up, you know what you're clicking on. But yep, I will be back on tomorrow, guys. Thank you for another good chat as always, and hit the like if you haven't, hit the sub, all that stuff. There's some shorts there on workout stuff, a bit of everything. I will try and get some more shorts up on, I guess, the dogs and car stuff, 4x4s, bit of everything, guys. But as I always say, it's just a self-improvement channel. Focus on your own life, not all the noise of the world, not all this politics, all this drama. It's never ending, right? Try and carve out a life for yourself, your friends, your family, and try and enjoy your life despite being under the umbrella of all the world is about, right? So the whole idea here is you can get away from all that noise and just hang out and we have a good yarn and chip away at life day by day, man. Try and improve things. I will be in Dennis's stream modding at 10 p.m. New Zealand time, so that is in an hour and a half, 90 minutes. Dennis, Men of Action, is going live, so it's dbird513. If you just search Men of Action, his channel, give him a sub. He does workouts twice a day. Don't try and keep up with him. Just if you can do what you can do, just do a bit. Whatever's comfortable, not too far for you, and then you go, hey, I can do this again tomorrow. Try and do that every day for a while, even if it's 5 push-ups, even if it's 1 a day. It's good for the mental health, good for the blood flow and that. So yeah. All right, guys, I'm going to head out now. Remember, Men of Action. He's live in 90 minutes. Just search Men of Action. It's a men's accountability channel. He just likes to help people out. He's there to help people out in life, and anybody struggling, much like I do here, I just do my thing. He does his and that. We all support each other. Gravity Core Fitness, if you want some real hardcore fitness stuff. That guy's pumping out 1,500 push-ups a day when he's just had a kid. Well, he didn't have the kid, his wife did. But yeah, I understand what I'm saying, All right, guys, thank you very much, and stay blessed. Take care, and don't just listen to the voices in your head. It's a liar. Trust yourself. Follow your dreams. Cool. Sweet. See you tomorrow, guys. Peace out.